Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Sam. I'm a software engineer by trade, but one of the things that I love to do is Jiu-Jitsu. I've been training for over 4 years now, and these are the things I've learned after getting my blue belt. I've learned so much over the years dealing with pressure, overcoming injuries, and there's just so much that Jiu-Jitsu offers you, I feel, that you can benefit from. So here are the 3 biggest things that Jiu-Jitsu taught me on my road to getting my blue belt. For those of you who do not know what Jiu-Jitsu is, it's basically a martial art that involves grappling and taking opponents to the ground in order to finish them and submit them. This is where you can learn how to break people's arms, choke them out. It's just a pretty effective martial art that I really enjoy. And the coolest thing to me is the whole philosophy that Jiu-Jitsu was built on was allowing smaller people to defeat larger, stronger opponents using human intelligence, like leverage, and using all of your body parts against one of the opponent's body parts. What I love the most about Jiu-Jitsu is that it really pushes me both mentally, physically, and even spiritually, because it really tests who you are. So lesson 1, there are no shortcuts. When I started learning, I was that fresh white belt. I came in thinking, oh, man, I powerlifted back in the day. I squatted 300 pounds. I used to deadlift 400 pounds. You know, I think I could do pretty well. I'm pretty athletic. And to my horror, the first time I stepped on the mat, I rolled with a 135-pound guy, and he repeatedly submitted me time and time again. And I was trying my absolute hardest, and yet all of that strength didn't help me at all. And I was in a rush. I was trying to improve as fast as possible. I would watch instructionals at home. I would watch YouTube videos. I would drill at home. But really what I noticed is it just takes time to get good at a skill. There really are no shortcuts. You just have to keep showing up, keep putting time on the mat. Because let's say you learn a technique on YouTube, but when you're trying to execute it live, it's completely off. Your body doesn't understand it, your body doesn't move that way, and it just takes experience. What makes the difference is just hours and hours and hours on the mat, training, figuring out, hey, how do I get my knee in this right position, and getting a feel for when the technique is really being executed correctly. Now, don't get me wrong, learning outside of class is super beneficial, but the most important thing is putting the time sparring. Putting the time, getting a feel of the moves, drilling, getting your body used to these movements. At the end of the day, you just gotta put in the time and don't be in a rush. Lesson 2, when I first started Jiu-Jitsu, I wanted to learn all the sexy moves. Armbar, guillotine, rear naked choke, right? All of these submissions you watch on UFC, and you really wanna learn how to choke, how to break arms. But when you start sparring, you find that you never find yourself in these positions to actually try the moves that you're learning in class. So actually, when you're first starting out, and what I realized at white belt, is you really have to focus on your defense. Defense first. You figure out, how do I work on escaping bad positions? How do I stop myself from getting choked out? Really focusing on the fundamentals first and good defensive postures and reactions. That's what's going to push you a lot further along in your journey than spending time learning offensive moves that you're not going to be actually hitting in live sparring. And lesson number 3, being calm under pressure. This is one of the things I feel Jiu-Jitsu really developed in me, is just staying calm under pressure. In the beginning, you're spazzing out, you're pushing with all your strength, and then really quickly you get super tired, and you'll notice yourself exerting so much force. You can only bench press the 180 pounds for so long before your muscles start getting fatigued, right? So in the same way, you want to conserve your energy, and you want to try to be loose and calm under pressure. When you're in a bad position, you want to take some time to breathe. Wait till your opponent makes a mistake and then explode. And what I noticed is this really translated to other parts of my life. I was more calm under stressful situations. I was able to regulate my emotions better, because when a 200-pound guy is on your back trying to choke the life out of you, it's definitely a way more stressful situation than, let's say, everyday life arguments. And so I feel like I really got better at being calm under pressure. and it's a huge benefit. Those are just some things I love about Jiu-Jitsu. On my way to getting my blue belt, I learned so many lessons, like perseverance, continuing to get better, continuing to show up. There were times when I wanted to quit multiple times, where I felt I wasn't getting good enough, where I was getting tapped by people I normally could tap. And what got me through is just I never quit. I just kept showing up. I just kept trying to improve. And over time, the day-by-day wins and day-by-day consistency really got me to where I was. And that's something that I've applied to other parts of my life. I realized you gotta play the long-term game. You're not gonna immediately get good instantly. You have to show up day by day. You have to incrementally improve your skills until they stack and compound and compound and compound. So if you've been curious about Jiu-Jitsu or want to give it a try, I highly recommend it. It's such an awesome sport, martial art, and as long as you just train smart, it'll be an awesome addition to your life.